the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Well, the underlying theme is going to be what society looks like from my eyes, as interpreted by the I Have a Dream speech. So, you know, I have a dream. Okay, what does that look like now? And how it relates to life as an African American, you know, married to an African American man who has African American brothers and a young son, you know, how that relates to them and us now. I first really heard and listened to the speech when I was 16 years old, when I was in high school, and it had a really profound effect on me. But when I was 16, what I was thinking in my head and how I wanted it to look did not match my skill set. I actually had the technical skills to do it 20 years later. I had the technical skills to do it 25 years later, but you know, it's a gut feeling, it's spiritual, it's, you know, it's everything is coming together, and now is the time.
We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism.
I've taken key phrases from his speech, and what I've come up with are the 34 pieces. So I've taken key phrases from his speech that will be incorporated within the panel. So not every sentence or every paragraph has been interpreted, but I've taken those phrases that kind of just rang true with me, those pieces of the speech that when I heard them, you know, something popped in my head. I mean, you know, I remember my dad and me screaming on the phone when Obama got elected because we had our first black president, you know, but sometimes it's those hurtful things that really, you know, drive your passion. The paintings themselves won't all be negative, but they are going to be real.
Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friend,
well, everybody knows my style is funky cool. It's kind of an abstract version of the figure, basically. It's funky, it's cool, it's a mishmash of my influences from Picasso, from Basquiat, from comic book art. But this series actually is going to be created in a more realistic fashion. And I just feel like that particular style is more appropriate. I'm not an artist that has just one style. There's so much symbolism and so much I want to say with each piece that it just requires me to just really think on it in the front end, so I'm not trying to fix things on the back end. The 50-year anniversary is coming up on August 28th, 2013, and I really would like for it to launch on that time frame. There are actually 20 key pieces that I will be working on first, and then come back and start incorporating the remaining 14. You know, I just want people to think. I don't want people to be satisfied with just letting things happen. You know, really think about, how is this affecting me now? How is this affecting my family? There's a lot of stuff going on right now that just isn't right. But I think that would be the best thing. People need to just really think about what's going on and stop taking a passive stance.